Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 9 now. We've got a lot of episodes of this season to go, as it's the Grimsby town, Grimsby to glory. Yeah, like, unusual, because last season was 10 episodes. I know I missed one out in that, but this one's going to be a bit longer. So before the video starts, don't forget to smash a like and look at the statistic in the last video if you missed it, as yesterday's video, if you missed it even more so, and you didn't see the games. They are 2 of the games, as I got the month wrong. I thought we were in January last episode when we were mostly in December. Of course, we are now in January, so we can make signings. And of course, I'm going to get to the press where there's a couple of signing suggestions, as we have Ipswich straight away, so no signings will be coming in before this game. Then we have Blackpool, then Mansfield, which we're going to play all 3, as we're going to do the full deadline day as well. Yeah, going to attempt to cook on gas and no simulations, adds for more time in the transfers. As the first question of today is from Jenny, of course. If you need a new CDM, I would suggest Bird from West Brom, 69 rated, 22-23. I think you may be a bit confused, Jenny, right there, because I think maybe he's at that club in your career, because of course you mentioned you're doing a career as well, but I think he's from Derby. Now, I've scouted Max Bird from Derby. I've looked at another Bird who is a different position. Just scouted him anyway, just to make sure he's alright. Next one's from Thackeray again. Hopefully train Connolly more to get better potential on him and give him more game time. He definitely deserves it now. 2 goals in 2 appearances last episode, which is fantastic. Also, all catching up to Garcia up front. And the last one is from Nunana. Great vid, back again with a suggestion for Tenden Mengi, I think his name is. And I think he's from Manchester United. He was on my scout list in League 2. I wanted to get him on loan straight away in this career, and we had like 59 rated in the team. Unfortunately, he didn't come across, but I think he's like 3 million now, so maybe a potential good championship centre-back, but in this league, I don't think he'll come. So yeah, that's my worry with him, as it's Ipswich Town first, straight into the action here, because we want to get this done, then we want to go into the transfers, but we can't just be complacent with this one. We're 9 points off Luton Town, who we are still yet to play. Ipswich are 5th, who are 3 points behind us. We're not going to fall out of the playoffs if we lose this game, but of course, we don't want to really think about that. We want to progress in the playoffs and get higher with McEwen in goal. Hendry, Pollock, Nightingale and Doig at the back. I'm surprised we haven't got a bid for him. With Josh McEachran and Harry Clifton and Oztuma in the midfield, just, and I mean just over Connolly, with Max Wright, Garcia and Martin. Yeah, I think I prefer Connolly and Callum as well to right wing, because Max Wright has pinned that position down along with Murphy, who comes off the bench. So Connolly's probably going to come off the bench in this one. And I don't really remember the name of this stadium. I think it's Portman Road. I may be wrong. With Holly in the net, Dunsey and Nasiala, a centre-back I looked at. Elherers and Kenlock, Hughes, Bishop and Dozzle, very good playmaker. With Edwards, Norwood and Sears, who's on 13 or 12 goals this season, the captain. He's chasing Martin and Long, who doesn't start, so he might have a chance to catch him up if he can score against our defence. But hopefully that is not the case, as Martin with a good interception to start the game off, with McEachran putting a ball through to Garcia. Garcia's going to try play 1-2 with Clifton, who goes to Oztuma instead. He's really good at getting on the ball though, Oztuma, as he's gave it to Clifton, and if he would have got past that play, he would have probably been through. And it's Ipswich actually starting off the better. Edwards, only 6 minutes in though, and it's Edwards who's just danced past Doig, who was incredibly bad in that situation. He's through to Bishop, and it is 1-0 Ipswich already. We just love conceding a first-minute goal. We're prone to doing so at the moment. It's either early in the game, or it's the first goal that we concede. It's one of those two, or both, as it's straight through. Bishop just left with that gap. It's Nightingale and Hendry who don't squeeze together enough to let him through one-on-one with McEwen, and it's only going one way. Oh my days, and they've got another run on. It's Bishop again. Great tackle. No, referee. McEachran made a good tackle there, I think, and he's going to get booked for it. No way. No way. He's saying he got away with one, the commentary. No, it wasn't a foul, as Norwood and Dozzle are over this ball. It's a free kick in a dangerous position. It's going to be Dozzle to strike and McEwen to save. And it's Raul Garcia with the ball in the middle. Gives it across to Harry Clifton. We need to get a goal back, please, as that's a ball into Garcia, who's going to strike it from range and find the top corner. That is 7 in 6 games for the Spaniard who's just joined. I have no idea how he is doing it. In terms of highlights, it is probably an instant reply, but in terms of the game, it's not. It's been a while since they scored, but Garcia threaded through. He toe pegs it past Holly in the net, and it's a great finish. Look at that, just little dink. It looks like half chip, half strike forward, and it's just blasted past the keeper. Oh my, I don't know how this Spaniard's doing it as McEachran puts him through again. It's Raul Garcia. Can he get 2 in 2 minutes? He's gone for the finesse. And Holly saves it. I keep going for that shot, but it's not really working out. Probably need to avoid doing it. And it's now Raul Garcia who gives the ball into Oztuma. Out wide to McEachran, who does give it fully out wide to Max Wright now. Wright can whip it in. Garcia isn't the smallest of players, so he could have got a head on it, but wasn't really across the box. And I'd say we've been the better team since our goal, as Dozzle puts one through to Norwood now. Good tackle, Nightingale onto McEachran, but the referee blows the whistle. One apiece. Wouldn't be the worst result, but then again, I know Oxford, and of course, I think it's Crewe, who are just outside the playoffs, are playing as well, so we don't want leapfrogging from them. Barnsley as well, probably playing, so they could go above us if it's a draw. No, it's not the end of the world against a strong Ipswich side, who we drew against last time, but we do want all 3 points. And Ipswich tried to play it a little bit. Goretzka going to Barcelona, thanks for telling me that, as we are going to try and play it forward now a bit. Max Wright, who's going to try and thread it through to Garcia. I think he's on his roll. Garcia, he scores, but he's been given offside. That must have been very close. Oh, and that's a great ball through to Bishop now. What a tackle, Doig. It's fallen back to Dozzle, though, and Norwood looks like he's playing as a CDM or something. He's so far back is their strike. However, he's got the ball forward to Dozzle, who cuts inside of us. It's all over the place. It's on to Edwards, who strikes down McEwen's throat. And it's on to Bishop, who's put it through the middle to Dozzle again. And now we do find ourselves behind. It's going to be Chris Long coming on to try and salvation something, or be the salvation himself, as that's disappointing. It's a great finish to give him it. I think it's Anthony Dozzle. I think that is his name, who runs onto the end of it. Hendry does not curve the slide tackle. He just goes full force trying to stop it. Doesn't connect with the ball or even the man as it goes into the bottom corner. We find ourselves behind against Ipswich. I've also gone ahead and switched Connolly into Cam because I feel like Otsuma, he does every single thing right, the basics spot on, but he just can't finish the ball or like get an end product to his passing. So I'm going to try Connolly and train him up a bit. And Dozzle with the ball over the top. I don't know why he slid. Nightingale's gone to ground. McEwen with a great save. They've still got on the end, and McEwen has to make a double one. McEwen has been our best player, has Macca, as even though we are 2-1 down, he's kept us in the game a lot. Just got to try and steal something now, or then it's not worth it, as that's a great hit, Sears. And come on, let's try and get something out of this game, shall we? Like we did against Hull City, it's Connolly on the ball. It couldn't be him again, could it? I don't think it will, as Clifton messes the pass up through to Long. And it's Martin who steals it off the Donciane, I think, the right back, as Clifton has it again in the middle. Gives it to Max Wright. Clifton making a run behind. Great back heel as Clifton can't hit it. He's going to find Long, though. Long can't hit it. He falls to Connolly, and he's put it in the top bin in the 90th minute. But for the second time in the game, we've scored an offside goal. Gut-wrenching. It could have been him again, as we still have time added on. This is a result we really need a draw. We don't want to lose this one, as it's now Connolly in the middle again. Clifton. I don't think we'll find Chrissy Long. It's going to be Clifton to drive into the box. Pass it into Long. Long's got a lot to do. It's going to fall back to Murphy. We can't get the ball off them. It's gone through to the keeper. Don't let them play it out the back, please. As they do. And Ipswich have all 3 points. That's probably going to be us dropping lower in the playoffs. We're going to not get the gap decreased from Luton. It's terrible. We should not have lost it. We didn't even deserve to lose it. I mean, McEwen did everything he could to keep us in it. However, we do remain third on goal difference. I mean, Luton dropped points as well. We're now 10 points behind them. We could have been 7, which is very frustrating because they did get a draw, and I don't think we're catching Wickham anytime soon. Although we did beat them, as we are on to Blackpool next. I just can't find any signings that are actually available at the moment, so I think we're going to have to play this one. No offers coming in, no offers going out, so I'm going to change this lineup up just very slightly, with McEachran coming out because of his tiredness, and Garcia's got to start again with McEwen, Hendry, Pollock, Nightingale, Doig, Clifton, Tunnicliffe and Otsuma, with Max Wright, Garcia and Martin. And something that's getting on my nerves is how Doig is content and everyone else is happy. He's the best player in this team. I hope he hasn't got thoughts about moving away. And seaside to seaside. We're playing Blackpool now with Chris Maxwell, Turton, Grattarson, Williams and Garbutt in the defence, with Ward, Lubala, who else is in there? Virtue and Anderson, with Hardy and Yates. Ryan Yates up front. No, Gary Medine or the other one. I can't remember the name of the other one. Delfuenzo maybe? No, I think he's gone to a different club. So we start again here. And we definitely hope for a better result than last time out. Tunnicliffe in the middle to Raul Garcia straight away. On to Tunnicliffe again, who's freshly back in the team. Gives it to Ostuma. Can he get his finish right this time? I'm going to just try and shoot across, and it was closer than usual. Definitely can't remember the name of this stadium as well, as we're going to try and play it in. Garcia pointing where he wants it. He's thrown goalies. Garcia can't reach it in front of Chris Maxwell, though. He was a decent keeper at one point at Preston. Don't know how he's gone a little bit downhill, but then again, everyone does at some point, as it looks like it could be us going downhill. They're through again. It's Ward, who's easily passed us, and it was a really poor hit straight at McEwen again, but he's been involved a lot today, has James McEwen, and I don't understand why we're giving him all the saves to make, as Ostuma has chance to run though. Can we change it here? Going to drop it off, chip that over the top. It's a great ball into Martin, who's moonwalking to it. Gets on it now, put that in the middle. Ostuma can't hit it. And here's Ward, who gives it in the middle again. It's Lubala with his back to goal, waits for a run. It's a great run, and Ryan Yates sticks it in the top bin. What is wrong with us today, boys? Are we focused on this transfer? Does everyone want to get out of the club or something? Because we're not playing to our potential. It's Blackpool again who take the lead. We don't do ourselves any justice by letting Ryan Yates moonwalk into the box. Labar or whatever his name was just stood up very well to find a ball to him and let him slot it straight past McEwen, who's been involved and finally conceded. And Doigie running forward. Oh, it's a great ball as well, as he's put Ostuma through. We've got a man in the middle. Garcia, is it going to go to him? It is, and what a rocket of a header from Raul Garcia to make it 8 in 7. This record will never be broken. Yes, I don't want to be level with Blackpool. If you want to pick up points after last defeat, we've got to be beating these. But when you score a goal like that, look at the neck muscles to get on that. As yeah, it's 1-1 and it's a decent finish. I think it's going to be half time. Yes, Virtue on the ball. A player we looked at signing, of course, in that first season, was on the transfer list a long time. As there we go, one apiece. Like I said, going to make one change though. Ostuma, you get so involved, mate, but you just don't provide anything at the end of it. So Connolly, I am going to put on as he gets, I'd say, less involved, still involved, but less, and finally has an end product to himself. And Lubala on the ball straight away onto Ward. Great tackle, Josh Doig. Stop complaining, Ward, as it was a perfect one. He's going to give it out wide to Martin as well, who hasn't been involved today, but has the ball now. And look at that. He's getting sloppy. That might be another player who's thinking of a transfer. I didn't even think as well. This is the Ian Holloway derby, Blackpool Grimsby, as it's now Ryan Yates with the ball. It's a quick 1-2, and Yates smacks the crossbar. I thought that was flying into that top bin, but we get a lifeline again. And it's Ryan Nuttall who's come on. That was the player I was trying to think of. I thought it was a different one, but it's strange taking off Ryan Yates in the position that they are in, as Ward now has the ball trying to go forward. Hull City 2-0 down to Oxford. I hear in my ear as Nuttall has the ball onto Gary Medine. Now Medine, great tackle. Oh, and he's gave it. I thought that was worth a slide, and I thought I got the ball. Apparently not, as Taylor's going to come on for Pollock, who looks a bit tired. Might as well take him off and give Taylor a bit more game time. It's going to be, I don't know who, Garbutt to strike, and what a save, McEwen. Man of the episode so far. We haven't even got 3 points yet, but I'm still awarding my goalkeeper, who's still conceded, the player of the episode. He has been great, as Lubala has the ball though, gives it into Garbutt, who struck the free kick. Good tackle as Tunnicliffe gets it away, and Max Wright, you've got to do better. Now it's Nuttall onto Gary Medine, who's pulled it back, had the strike, and late on Blackpool take a 2-1 lead again. 2-1 down once more. Not good enough. Not good enough. We're just off. We're just off at the moment. Just off. As McEwen did worse there. His positioning was a bit off. As yeah, 2-1 down now for the second time in a row, and it's points we are just giving away. We really just need to make sure that we can actually win games and see them out, as it's Ward now, chipped it over McEwen, and it's gone in. The defenders all over the shop, we're all over the shop, and we've conceded 3 to Blackpool. This is now a big dent. Yes, Ipswich were close to us in the league. I expected a difficult game, but this one, Blackpool have just come out and absolutely dominated in this second half, and they deserved the lead. And I think this tells us something about us team and signings that we need to make as Max Wright. Please get us one back. It's a good goal, Max Wright. We're going to skip the replay, though. We need to try and get another. And imagine Connolly with another winner, or leveller, should I say. I'll probably be more disappointed than I was in the whole game when we got the leveller, because, of course, I expected 3 points against Blackpool. And we might even not get it. It's a great save, McEwen. Again, as we only have literal seconds now to get to the side of the field, but Long is threaded through, one-on-one with Williams, the defender, has to get inside, does get inside, Martin making a good move, it's Martin who sends the keeper the wrong way, and we've done it again, 3-3, and I don't know how. I'm not getting that excited this time though, like I did against Hull. It's not a derby, it hasn't got an edge, but then again, it's a good comeback. But we should have got 3 points. The keeper, Maxwell, throwing everything at it. But he throws that much at it, he dives out of the way for Martin to get his 15th and slot it home down the middle. And that game was all over the place. Literal 7 minutes to go. 3-1 down and we get it back to 3-3. That is the biggest comeback. That's bigger than the whole comeback. So yeah, I'm slightly happy. But then again, I think it could have been a win. As we still do remain in the position that we in. Barnsley have a game in hand though, they can go above us, and Luton do, so they can stretch their advantage over us. We've got a couple of youth players there, I'm going to leave them, they don't really look that good, as I want to get some transfers done finally. The thing is, we've got no bids, and I feel like our team is solid at the moment, and we've got nowhere we really need to improve drastically. So the only thing I'm thinking, someone put an offer in and I will get players out, but no one wants to go out. And is there going to be a bid? Is there going to be bids? No. We're going to 18th place Mansfield yet again with no bids coming in. We've only had one bid and we accepted it straight away for Hewitt. I just feel like the team is that solid. We've got to get players out to get players in, but no one wants to go out. So I'm going to make one change for this next game. I am going to start Connolly in that cam position, slightly forward in midfield, with McEwen in goal, Hendry, Pollock, Nightingale and Doig at the back, with Clifton in CDM, Tunnicliffe and Connolly, with Max Wright, Garcia and Martin. Yes, it was a draw, but I've still got faith this team can switch it around, and hopefully Connolly could be a vital part in doing so. And I don't know much about how Mansfield are doing this season. I know they're just one of the team I hated playing last, as Stones in net, Riley Sweeney, Mayonnaise, who's actually a Grimsby player in real life now, on loan, with Benning at left back, O'Driscoll, Charlesley, Clark and Saito in cam, with Maynard and Bowery up front. Hate them two strikers, score a lot of goals against me. But if there is going to be a team that we get full 3 points against, I feel like Mansfield would be a good one. We've got experience against them, and hopefully it shows straight away. It's Martin through, and he blasts it past the keeper. We take an early lead through that man again. He literally scored in the 90th minute of the last, and the 5th of this one. Josh Martin, remember the name. I mean, Doig's great in rating, but this guy should be higher than he is as well. Top scorer in the league. I think he's up there for assists, and again, proving why he is so. That's a great start to the game, I think, as Mansfield are going to try. They're going to try and get their way back into this game with a couple of quick passes into Nicky Maynard, who absolutely ruins it straight to Tunnicliffe. 2 balls through the middle, please, and we should be through. Garcia with a good touch away from the defender. He's still going Kike. He's still going Kike. He's going to slot it home, is Kike. Finesse with the right foot. Past the keeper. 2-0 within 13 minutes, and it's his 9th in 8. I swear, there is some kind of spell on him that makes him this good. You just don't score that many. I think I will call him Kike as well. Of course, it's Raul. I just had a player at Ibar that I had for a long time called Kike Garcia, and that's why I keep saying it. It's Garcia, just Garcia, and he's proving why he should be separate to the other Garcia. He is one of his own. And Raul Garcia now, on to Martin. That's a great ball over the top as well. It could be more. It's Connolly! Michael Connolly! Oh! Bagsman, he's looking just to see, is there any more goals? Is there any more goals behind this advertising board? Because at the moment it looks like we're going to have a few more. 3-0 already at the One Call Stadium within literal half an hour. This is what I call a reply. Just absolutely all over them and doing so well to get this lead. It's even through to us again. It's Garcia. He's got the ball in front of him. Ooh, and he went for a bit of a half volley there. If he would have took his time, I think that would have been 4. Mansfield just had a little flurry of attack, bless them, trying to get another goal. This doesn't spark confidence into Mayonnaise, who's actually gone to Grimsby in real life because he's doing so terrible. As we could have had a 4th there. Martin a bit greedily doesn't put it in the box, and it's going to be Connolly with a corner, almost onto Kike. Falls out to Matty Pollock, into Nightingale, and the centre-back could have had one there. It's going to still fall for Tunnicliffe, who puts it out wide. Tunnicliffe continue the run, gets a little header, but it isn't going anywhere. And this is more like, it's like playing the bottom of the league in League 2. However, they've got a chance, and Pollock, you shouldn't be doing that, mate. It's a yellow card. It's a wrong tackle from him. If he has better sliding challenges, he should have got that ball, but then again, he's going to get himself booked, as it's given Mal Benning a free kick. They could get themselves one back, but it's wide. And it was, in fact, Nicky Maynard who hit it as referee. There we go. This is like playing bottom of the league in League 2. Yes, it's very, very easy. 3-0 away from home at the 1 call. I'm thinking about getting more youth players on, but then again, don't have many on the bench. So yeah, I don't want to risk it as well, because we've come back from being behind before. They could do the same in the second half. However, Max Wright's going to start it onside, which I didn't think he was, and he can't get a pass in the middle. And Doucouré, that can't be Abdoulaye, gives the ball into Kosuke as they're looking for an actual consolation. It could even be more at this moment in time, because of course they do have time to get another couple, as it's put it in the bottom corner. It's a great finish. It's poor defending from us all round though. Look at that, Tunnicliffe couldn't get the ball. Hendry stands off, Pollock stands off, but in the bottom corner. Good team goal. And Aaron Martin going to follow the bounce of that ball. Gives it into Josh McEachran now off the bench. And he's going to get a run on the wing. He's not a winger. He's a CDM, but he's going forward here with a little skill pass in the middle to Martin. Puts it across the ground straight to Stone. And Harry Charlesley on the edge of the box with a ball into Maynard. They've been better, Mansfield, in this second half. They could even get another. It's bouncing all over the shop and it's gone over the net. I don't know how we have kept that out. Oztumer to come on now for Connolly. Got his goal going off, and hopefully that increases his rating as well. Great game from him. And it's turned to the point where I'm actually resting Oztumer. We brought Oztumer in as a free agent. We might have not even had to do that if we knew Connolly's potential in the cam position, as Doucouré has turned us again. This guy's been really good since coming on, and McEwen's even been better. And that is the full-time whistle. 3-1. A loss. A draw, a very lucky draw, and then a very convincing win. It's just a shame, after 21 minutes, we just decided to shut up shop. Could have had a lot more goals in that game, I feel, as teams have done us a favour. Barnsley have beaten Wickham, which kind of isn't good, but kind of is as well, because if we're going to be very optimistic and try and win the league, of course, it's easier. Wickham dropping points, but then again, Barnsley are right up our backsides now, as we are 9 points behind Luton. They have a game in hand, but it's the most exciting bit of this episode today. Now, of course, it is deadline day. And like I said previously, we are going to try and get some business done. Yes, I've looked at your suggestions. The problem is, it just takes ages for scout reports. It looks like no one else is signing as well, as we've got Hewitt out, no one in this window. We've got to change that. And nothing happening in the first hour of the window. The only team to spend money is, as you can see at the bottom next to my face, Hull, who've signed Pilot, as nothing's happening in the first 5 hours. Oh, and every player on my shortlist right here just does not want to move to us. As maybe we could get some depth though on the left-hand side. Charlie Vernon, 25-year-old, ex-Grimsby Town player, could try and bring him home. And I think that's what I might actually try. Let's see if we can just swap him out for Murphy, shall we? Because I think that is a better replacement. Ooh. Josh Martin and Connolly's gone up ratings as well. So yeah, Josh Murphy, I will offer. Burton, bottom of the league. They could do with Murphy. Really decent player. Position for position. They don't want him. They want a lot of money. That's probably not going to happen. I'll offer another winger. Actually, no, I haven't got any other wingers. Can we offer a centre-back? Maybe Taylor? I'm not bothered about keeping him around at the club. Actually, Darnell Johnson is priced higher. Darnell Johnson I'll offer if they want him. As no, they're going to reject that as well. Right. Charlie, I'm sorry, I can't be paying $1 million for you. But that's the first transfer falling through. It's very frustrating. We're in limbo where players don't want to come to us because, of course, we're still in League 1, but we're wanting to sign Championship players because we're thinking, fingers crossed, we can get there. But then again, if we don't, we might need to sign some of these players. No bids coming in. Of course, it's January. It's lower down. It's in the depths of the window, so I don't see any more bids coming in unless there's one on the last minute, which we are not going to be participating in this window. Nothing has happened at all. Are these just scout reports? They are. Windows shut. No one spent any money apart from Hull City. And it's a very, very boring window. I apologise, guys. I know you want to see signings. But at the moment, I am more focused on getting promoted to the Championship than I am trying to make signings. Of course, when we get to the Championship, we need a better squad. We can make loads of signings. So I think I'm going to end the episode here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel if you have not already, as we are on the hunt for 1.1 subs or even higher, because we are moving at an alarming rate at the moment. Of course, if you're enjoying the series, smash a like, more importantly than anything, and change the record at the start of last episode, which was a bit disappointing when I saw it. But then again, thank you all for watching anyway, and I'll see you in the next one if you want to watch that in a bit. Peace.